Welcome back, everyone. Last episode, we completed the Emeritus. Yeah, I think we're already on to do the main quest. We just have some side stuff to take care of. And since we complete all the companion quests, then I'll complete the main story, and the game will be over.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
Which is exciting.
Howdy. Something I can help?
Look for Corporal White. Has told you spoken to you?
Yes. He said he was looking into the water shortage, but I haven't heard back from him. Got the feeling he wasn't here in any official way. White was talking to me about computer stuff and water delivery schedules through the pipes, but I'm just a farmer. Tech stuff is beyond me. The last person I saw him talking to was Lieutenant Romanowski. Romanowski's around here somewhere. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful.
Bye. Lieutenant, where are you?
I'm not a recruitment officer. You want to join the Army? I'm sure someone at McCarran can point you in the right direction.
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking for something. Look for Corporal White. Sean told me you've seen him.
Corporal White is currently solving the mystery of the Great Water Shortage. Tried to convince me he had proof even. I didn't buy any of it. He went over to West Side to talk to Tom Anderson. Anderson's a follower of the apocalypse. Helps the people in West Side grow crops or something.
Here it is. Crops and website. Apparent water sources can't be coincident.
I really don't see the connection. Look, I'm a soldier, not a scientist. I just do my job.
Do you have something against White?
He's a glory hound, always looking for a way to get promoted to ranger. Thinks he's too good to be a regular trooper like the rest of us.
So rest something else. Goodbye. West sides. And all right.
Hello. What's up?
Good to see you again.
Heard Corporal White came here investigating a water shortage.
No one by that name has come here, I'm afraid. You must have heard wrong. You can ask around if you like. They'll all tell you the same thing.
So you have to figure out that NCRO soldiers point to see at the time, will you?
Fair enough. Since you seem to have pieced it together, I won't insult you by denying it any further. I killed Corporal White to protect West Side self-reliance. It was rash, and I regret it now. We don't have money to pay for the water, so I rigged a pump station to divert water to the local cisterns from time to time.
Rather not turn you in, but someone might come looking for White.
If the NCR thinks White was killed by, say, members from the Scorpions gang, it may be enough for them to close the case.
Consider it done. You stay free, and website keeps getting water.
Thank you. What happened was regrettable, but I'll make sure it never happens again.
Light.
Interesting way of handling things. Very sub rosa. I don't know if the Scorpions deserve to be wiped out for something they didn't do, but that's one less problem Westside has to deal with.
All right. and complete this quest. And then I'm gonna go do... So the ghost quest, I need to install Yes Man to the Lucky 38. Alright, well that's too easy. Because after I do that, then... What do you think? There's not really much else. I think then it's just Bruno Raoul after I get his quest line done. We whitewash. Then I complete his quest, and I go install Yes Man. Yo,
You're back.
got up there incorporate.
Don't tell me. He married the hooker.
His gang called the Scorpions murdered him. A man named Anderson witnessed it.
Shit. That's why you don't go wandering off looking for some call girl on the strip without telling somebody first. Anderson. Is that the followers of the apocalypse, Anderson?
Once you increase water flow to free sites, it'll be a loss otherwise.
Man, that guy's got water on the brain. Knows more about water pipes than any man should. If he says we're losing water, I think the Colonel would listen to that. I'll talk to him about it. But you, I owe you for this. You saved me a lot of work. And I'm sure Corporal...
Goodbye.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole.
Alright. Now let's go, install Yes Man.
Vegas doesn't need your trouble.
Where to, partner?
Penthouse.
Engaging target. Goodbye.
Alright, you haven't been a messages, guys.
Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
Yes, man, he's out of the way.
Your vanity project, doomed to fail.
How about I let you live? Won't be able to control anything about it.
No! I have nothing to say.
Alright.
Try to control your behavior today. Try to control your behavior today.
What's up?
Get going. Alright, I just have to go to Yes Man and have him install himself, and then I get the... or I'll load fucking whatever quest. And then I'll do Boons and Growls questline. And then we'll complete the game. Exciting. I know what we can do. I'm tired of walking.
That's the guy who killed Caesar. I heard you were wandering around.
Bye.
Oh! Hi!
I'm ready for you to join me to Lucky 38.
Mr. House is out of the picture and you have the platinum chip? Wonderful. Let's go.
Alright.
Morning.
Alright, I'm basically just trying to put the house.
Hi! This is big, huh? A very big moment. Here goes. I'll just take that platinum chip off your hands. Thanks. Wish me luck. See you soon. Wow. Mr. House had quite a setup here. I can access his databanks and view telemetry on every Securitron on the network. Every Securitron on the network has been upgraded. Pretty neat, huh? Here's a printout with some additional information.
Alright, let's go try and do 4 hour lead.
What's up?
Let's get going.
What's up?
Tell me about your opinion.
I think you're on the right track. The only way to ensure relative safety and independence for the people of New Vegas is to prevent others from taking control of the region. That means no NCR, no Mr. House, and no Legion.
Goodbye.
I need to talk to you about something, if you have a minute.
Sure.
Any day now? Caesar's going to try to march across Hoover Dam and kick NCR out of the Mojave. We're getting caught up in something important out here. Hell, after how you handled Benny, you're practically right in the middle of all this. I know I'm just along for the ride, but it's made me think about the past and how I might be able to help out.
What are you talking about?
I wasn't always with the followers, or with the NCR. My late father was an officer in a group called the Enclave, a remnant of America's pre-war government. Memories being short around here, not a whole lot of people remember them. But they did bad things. Terrorized communities, kidnapped people. Eventually someone stopped them. I was born a few years later at a military base on the coast, a place called Navarro.
Where did the Enclave go? Up in Navarro.
After the Enclave's command structure fell apart, it was only a matter of time before Navarro was overrun by NCR forces. My mother and I left with some of the troopers from my father's old unit, the same people I've kept in contact with over the years. Anyone who didn't get out was killed by the NCR. Even some of the ones who escaped were eventually hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel.
Where did the Enclave go?
A lot of different places. I only know what I was told. Some of them were cut down by the NCR and the Brotherhood. Some of them went east. My mother never told me what happened to my father, but she and I went south with some others and integrated into the NCR. When the NCR learned that Enclave personnel had integrated, we kept moving to the fringes. It's one of the reasons why I wound up out here.
Where are you going with all this?
The Enclave did a lot of bad things, but there were good people at Navarro. Good people with a lot of experience. Not many of them are alive anymore, but I think they can make a difference in the fight against Caesar.
Okay, more, I'll do it.
Great. I'd like you to talk to the old-timers, the remnants. I don't think I can convince them by myself. To them, I'm still a kid. But you're a big part of what's happening out here. When you talk to them, they'll understand how important this all is. I've kept in contact with them over the years, so I know
Alright. Finally got the... For all of... Yeah.
Is there something else I can do?
Arcade, Game Tech, yeah, they're all former members of the Enclave in Mojave.
I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity, so talk to her if anything comes up. Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker. Friends. Don't forget it.
Bye.
Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. It didn't seem to matter whether he was working with humans or dogs. He had an equal lack of affection for both. A regular Diogenes. I'm not sure what the man was after. Knowledge is power, but to what end for Henry, I have no idea. The problem was what mattered to him, not its practical impact. He simply solved riddles because they existed.
His work was how to him.
Not everyone dreams of being a revolutionary, I suppose. Maybe we can't all change the world. Maybe it's enough just to do good for the short time that we're here. No one's going to sing Doc Henry's praises when he's gone. But he's probably saved more lives than I ever will.
Alright. Oh, fuck. You know what, while I'm here, hey, you got any 12 gauge?
Here to do business?
Sale. 20.
Give me a shout if you need anything.
Alright.
That tower on the strip, the one you can see for miles, I hear it ain't sealed.
You don't strike me as someone down on their luck. What brings you to West Side?
Arcade asked me to find him, gather the remnants.
Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us?
It was Arcade's suggestion, not mine.
It really must be bad out there if he's sending you to us. Is the idea that we swoop in by vertibird, guns blazing?
Sounds good to me. Just when you're in.
I'll be there, but it won't mean squat if the rest of the group isn't there, too. Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro.
Bye.
Sealed up no more.
Yep, so next will be Boone, and then finally Raoul, and then complete the game.
Judah Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years, and with good reason. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader. Krieger was polite and kind, but never warm. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him.
They're loyal to you, too.
Sometimes I wonder how much of my father they see in me. They went through a lot together, but my family went through it too. I'm glad they've watched out for me all these years. Maybe someday I can return the favor.
Hello.
Orion.
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving.
Arcade and I were looking for you. We're gathering the remnants.
Been a while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries?
Yeah, ran solo attack, but you just want to settle things between the NCR and Legion.
Is that right? The million-dollar question is, who exactly are we settling?
Do you have preference?
I wouldn't mind cutting down a few platoons of NCR troopers with my old Gatling laser.
Are you coming to this thing or what?
Oh, I'll come. But depending on the plan, I might not be staying. Keep that in mind. Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My part is remember.
Goodbye.
Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing. To him, it was all one unbroken chain, from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out. Now there's just a bitter old man left.
Don't be too hard on him. It's part of who he is.
I suppose you're right. When you're part of something for that long, maybe it's impossible to let go without losing part of yourself. Moreno may be a stubborn son of a bitch, but at least he's loyal.
Let's go to Vault 34, and then go to Cannibal Johnson's cave.
I could... Physician...
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, right over there, arcade. Alright. Ow.
Well, it's about damn time. What took you... Oh.
Oh.
I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now.
Arcade asked me to gather all the remaining members of the Enclave in Mojave.
Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about, then?
Thanks to your experience, Token of Hope resolved the conflict in this region.
Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is old. Appropriate, huh?
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing. Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving. It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew.
Don't worry about it. You don't have to be your father.
I grew up without him. I'll always feel like something is missing from my life, but you're right. It's not like I'm the only kid in the wasteland who's grown up without a dad. Johnson always said my father was a good man. If that's the only thing about me that's like him, that's enough for me.
All right. And finally, Miss Vertibird pilot out here.
Fine weather for...
Arcade asked me to find you and renew the remnants and need your piloting skills.
Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear.
Goodbye.
Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded.
It's important. It's an important part of life. Why shouldn't she enjoy it?
As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something admittedly pretty bad, but it was something. If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare.
All right, cool. We have everybody.
Understood. If you... No arguments from me.
Sure. Just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
You don't have a gun.
If you would like me to die very
No arguments from me.
Sure. Just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
Alright, and that's almost the end of the episode. Well, actually, it's the end of the episode, but I at least want to complete this part. Alright. Dear old friends, remember Navarro.
If the NCR ain't got to worry about... Glad to see you made it here all right. So, who are we going up against?
How are you going to deploy your squad?
Moreno, Johnson, Henry, and I will be the boots on the ground. Whitman will stay with the vertibird.
What is this place?
This was a minor refueling station for vertibirds. It seemed an appropriate place to stash our equipment if we ever needed it. I'm surprised this place hasn't fallen apart. When I put it into standby mode, I expected to return to it within a few years, not decades.
Why'd you help the NCR hold on to the dam?
Then that's the plan. We're gonna have a problem with Moreno, though. He won't like that we're helping the NCR. You'll have to talk to him.
I'll talk to Moreno.
You've got only one chance at this. I know Moreno. Once he's made up his mind about something, there's no changing it. Not Caesar no more. It should worry about improving...
I didn't come all the way out here just so we could save the fucking NCR. I'm out.
Remnants coming, guns blazing, showing us how it's done. You actually don't want that?
I can't believe you've actually talked me into this. Fine, I'm in. But don't expect me to hold my fire if any NCR troops get in the way.
Thanks for doing this. Getting them all back together again. I'll be honest, when Moreno started going off, I didn't think we'd all be walking out of there in one piece. I still don't know how this is all going to shake out in the end, but at least the Enclave can atone a bit for all the damage it's done.
Certainly done your part.
I've been wondering about Daisy and the others for so long, I still haven't figured out what I should do. I mean, I'm not like them. I was born at Navarro, and my father served with them, but I wasn't really part of the Enclave. It seems presumptuous of me to think I could join the fight, even if this is a cause worth fighting for. Because I know when fighting breaks out of the dam, all hell is going to break loose in Freeside. They're going to need every doctor they can get.
If you're sure it's going to be a bloodbath, maybe you should stay in Freeside.
I honestly didn't expect you to say that. When I talked to you about Daisy and the others, you seemed to put a lot of value in loyalty to the past. What's changed since then?
You're born in Navarro, but you are your own man. They have their fight, and you have yours.
True enough, I suppose. Getting them back together must be worth more than me spraying plasma all over the dam. Back to Freeside it is. I need to make a stop before I settle in. I'll be back in a while. Thanks again for your help. It means a lot to me.
Alright.
Moreno's a stubborn son of a bitch, but he's also tougher than any of us. I'm glad you were able to talk him into staying. Since Whitman will be staying with the vertibird, she's offered to give her old suit of power armor to you. You'll need special training to use it properly, so talk to her as soon as you get the chance.
Talk to her then.
The training might take several hours, so keep that in mind.
I appreciate you keeping Orion in the group. Since I won't be needing my armor, makes the cockpit a bit cramped, you should take it. It'll take a few hours to show you how to use it properly, so let's get started.
So they can play. Alright. What's next? Alright, I'm gonna end the episode here. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see y'all next week. Next week we'll probably try and complete Boone Raoul's quest line. Yeah. Alright, see y'all next week. Peace.